Hello, I'm Dr. Darnita L. Payden, and my purpose is to educate, encourage, and enlighten. Thank you so much for taking the time to stop by my channel today. I am so grateful that you are here. Today, we're going to talk about 4 ways to express your sympathy. I know that for many of us, this has been a difficult and trying time, and sadly, death is something that does not stop. So at one time or another, we have experienced it or we will experience it. So let's talk about 4 ways that you can express your sympathy if someone you know is dealing with a death. It's okay to call someone after they've lost a loved one. It is not impersonal, and it allows them to deal with you at their convenience and on their time. And I always caution people not to be upset or offended if the call goes to voicemail or if the person doesn't call you back. Remember that they are also dealing with the loss of a loved one. They're dealing with other people, family members, and their own personal grief. So it's okay to reach out. It's not impersonal. And it's also okay to leave a voicemail. But manage your expectations if the person is not able to talk with you. If, however, they are, let them lead the conversation. It's okay to say, well, what would you like to talk about? And ask if this is a good time for them to talk. Again, taking your personal feelings out of it if it's not. What happens is a lot of people believe that when someone is grieving, that they don't want to talk. And so no one calls, and then the person feels lonely or isolated. So pick up the phone, give them a call, and if they're able to talk, I'm sure they will appreciate that you took the time to reach out to them. Send them a text. Now, this is related to number 1. And again, I always tell people that it is not impersonal to send someone a text. What that does is it lets them know that you are thinking about them, and it allows them to control the situation so that they can respond or not at a time that's convenient for them. But what happens is they know that someone is thinking of them. And when you're grieving, that's very important to know that someone is thinking about you at this difficult time. So it's okay to send a text to say, I was just thinking about you. And when and if you're able and you want to talk, let me know. And then you can follow up with a phone call if that's something that you would like to do. You can visit. Now, a caution that you want to make sure that the person is open to receiving visitors, that they're not feeling overwhelmed, and that you've called ahead or texted ahead and made arrangements to come by and visit. You don't want to just show up because you don't know whether the person is in the state of mind or wanting to deal with a company right now. But I know that most people, when they are going through the loss of a loved one, really do appreciate that in-person visit. And if that's something that you can do, by all means, offer your sympathy in that way. Send a tangible gift. Now, as a believer in Jesus Christ and our church, we are big on taking food when someone dies, taking over water, offering to do chores, to watch the children, to go to the grocery store, or anything that the person may need at that time because they're grieving and they are not up to doing it at that moment. So ask the person, what is it that I can do for you? What is it that you need? Now be sure that you're able to fulfill that need before you ask. If you know that perhaps you don't have the finances that to go grocery shopping for that person, don't offer that. But if you know that you could send a meal or give a gift card, or if you're a really good cook, you could offer to cook a meal. Or if you are like me and you really like to clean, you could offer to clean their home for them or take their car to the car wash or something tangible that you can do. And in addition to doing that, always sending a card is an easy and thoughtful thing to do. So those are 4 ways that you can offer your sympathy. You can call the person and offer them words of encouragement via telephone. You can leave a voicemail. You can send them a text, and neither of those is impersonal, to let them know that you were just thinking about them at this time. Or you can visit with permission to offer a tangible gift or the gift of your services or send a card. And so I hope that these ways to offer sympathy have been helpful to you. And if you are the person who's going through grief and loss right now, my prayers are with you. So please always reach out to someone if you are hurting and if you need someone to talk to. Don't suffer through grief alone. Take care. God bless.